constantly having to shave is kind of a pain, true fact. Cutting yourself while shaving is also a pain, true fact. That's two in the space of like 30 seconds, which means I'm absolutely going to be crap for the rest of the day. A lot of the time, people do cut themselves while they're shaving is because they're using a dull blade, and most of the time, I guess I can't speak for everybody else, and the reason why I'm using a dull blade is because I haven't bothered to go out and buy replacement cartridges. A, because I'm lazy, and B, because they're effing expensive. The solution for this has sprung up in the form of several value-added shaving services. Probably the most popular of those at this point is one called Dollar Shave Club. My nephew has been using it for quite some time, swears by it, and the ladies seem to like him, so apparently he's doing something right, although I'm not entirely sure what it is. At any event, I finally decided to give it a shot myself and ordered one of their 4X razors and some of Dr. Carver's shave butter, just for kicks, and well, I shaved with it. So you're going to get a twofer here. Not only are you going to get a little bit of an unboxing, which isn't really an unboxing because I've already unpacked this thing and shaved with it, but you're also going to get a little bit of a review. Before I go too much farther, though, I do have to give a shout out once again to Mikey for lending me this wonderful condenser microphone that you can't see, except for just now when I lifted it up in front of you. It's largely responsible for my audio not sucking, and I've had several people go, wow, your audio really improved after you did this and that and the other, and well, that was classy. That's because of that little gizmo that's down there that you guys can't actually see. It's wonderful. It's a, what is that? It's a Samson condenser mic, and I suppose I should probably do a product review of that later, but I'm not that intelligent. In any event, that's two. Oh, hey, look, my chair doesn't squeak anymore. There's a reason for that, but we'll get to it later. Dollar Shave Club's website's really easy to navigate. There's really nothing particularly complicated about it, so I won't go into it here. The Googles exist for a reason. Use it if you're interested. If you're really interested, find somebody who's already got a Dollar Shave Club account and get them to forward you a super secret email. It'll give them $5 off of their next razor purchase as a referral bonus, and that's always cool. So thanks to Sam for kicking me one of those. When you get onto the website, you can order your razors, you can order your razor handles, but they have a collection of accessories to order as well. I chose to order some shave butter, which we'll talk about here in a second, and because of that, I didn't get a nice little slim box like Sam did when he got his razor refills. I got a much bigger-ish box. It's about that big. This has your handle, your blades, and your shave butter inside of it. It's actually all relatively well packaged. When you open the box up, you've got a cute little message like that, and you'll normally have a bunch of stuff on the inside, like your butter and your razor handles, etc., etc., etc. And it's all wrapped up for the packaging inside of this wonderful, like, paper jungle knitting. I'm not sure what that is. Now I've thrown it away for the second time. That's three. One of these times I'm going to stop this video and actually go get a glass of water. But until then, inside of there, you get this lovely little thing right here, which is what their razors come in. When you take the razors out of that little package, they look just like any other package of razors. You get a lovely, cutely worded handbook that tells you all about how Dollar Shave Club works, which you figured out by now if you've actually already ordered your razors, so I'm not entirely sure why they put that in there. And if you've ordered any accessories, you'll also get a little pamphlet about those. In this case, I ordered Dr. Carver's shave butter, so I got one of these little pamphlets that has instructions on the back of it too. Ooh, ah. If you just order your razors, you're going to come in a neat, slim little package like this. And whenever you get your razor refills every month, they will come in that as well. And I've stolen Sam's to show you. But this is the razor handle with a razor head attached to it for the 4X razor blade. A lot of people have said they just use generic versions of other companies' razors in order to sell. And I think that this is like a Donko or something like that razor. Either way, as long as it's sharp and it does the job, I don't really care as long as it's at a good price. To put that into context, since a lot of people are going to be asking about it, certain monster wholesalers that we love sell 24 packs of Gillette Mach 3 razor heads for around $50. That runs out to be about $2 a razor head, $2 and change actually per razor head. When everything is said and done, you're buying your razor heads from these guys for about $1.50, and you're getting an extra blade, and you're getting a much sturdier razor handle. Plus, you get the added benefit of these guys actually delivering this crap to your doorstep, which means you don't ever have to worry about going out and making sure that you're stocked up on razor blades whenever you get dull. This is awesome. And this is the part where we get into the review. I have been using, for most of my adult life, a Gillette Mach 3. As far as I'm concerned, it is still the gold standard in razor products. If you can't get the job done with a single blade, why should 2 or 3 make a difference? But I can legitimately say that I used to use an old Sensor XL, which is their 2-blade system, and I think I just held up 3 fingers there, which was their old 2-blade system. And then many moons ago, I switched over to a Mach 3, and I felt like I had peeled my face off. I got such a better shave, and so was really happy with that. And I used one for a long time. Bunches of my friends used one. My wife uses one because Gillette's razors for women are a freaking joke. So she just uses a Mach 3. They didn't... Dollar Shave Club doesn't have a 3-bladed variant. They've got a 2-blade, a 4-blade, and a 6. And I elected to go with the 4-blade because it was the closest. I've used bigger blade systems. Gillette has a Fusion that I absolutely abhor because unless you grow your beard like a Frenchman, any amount of growth whatsoever just completely and totally clogs those razor blades up. In order to avoid producing a razor head that was the size of a Buick, they really compress the 5 razor blades on Fusion heads down, and you get skin and hair and any number of other things that you're trying to get off of your face caught between those things, and they're just absolutely impossible to clean. Compound that by the fact that I really don't think you get a better shave with 5 blades than you do with 3. And yeah, I went with a 4-blade instead. The first thing I'll go ahead and tell you is this handle for the 4X razor blade is a great deal heavier than the handle for the traditional Mach 3 that I was used to using. The second thing I'll go ahead and tell you is when it's wet, it's crap. There's all these rubber knobblies all over the handle here to hold on to, and it's got this cute contoured back. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe I'm just a lumpkin, but this handle was really hard to keep control of unless I was like actively exerting willpower to keeping my hand on it, as opposed to just the regular old straight handle from the Mach 3. Maybe I'll get used to it over time. I don't know. I don't really think of razor handles as things that I need to break in, but you know, who knows. It does feel quality though. It does feel like it's made of better stuff than the Mach 3 handles do, and the attachment site, damn screensaver. I don't know how well you can see that, but the attachment side for the razor blades to the handles are much more solid than the ones on the Mach 3. I used to have problems with my Mach 3 heads popping off. Hello, Tinker. I used to have problems with my Mach 3 heads popping off all the time when I was using them, especially in the shower, when I was tapping the heads to get all this stuff out from between the blades. The heads used to pop off all the time. Definitely do not have that problem with these. Much sturdy. Much sturdy Doge. Wow, such razor. Much more sturdy than the Mach 3 heads. I would really take it as a kindness if you didn't walk in front of the computer right now, Kat. But you're going to do it anyway. Okay. Did you... Come on, go. Go. Yes. That was Tinker's tail. They're absolutely sharp. I can honestly say I had to be careful while I was shaving with this. They do tout on their website having one of the best shaves from Sharper Blades, etc., etc. And I can absolutely tell you that, yes, those blades are incredibly stinking sharp. You'll scratch your face if you're not careful. Really, honestly, truly. I can flail about relatively carelessly with a Mach 3 on my face and my head, for that matter, and get the job done. I mean, unless the blade is brand new, I don't have to worry about it. Not so with the... I was totally just pointing at something and you couldn't see it because my hands are below the threshold of the camera. Not so with the 4X blade. The 4X blades are legitimately sharp, and I'm casting shadows on the wall, and my cat is just going apeshit over here. I can honestly say that I think the blades are a little bit sharper, and I did have to slow down and exert a serious amount of thought into making sure that I didn't completely tear my face off while I was using them. So pluses and minuses there. If you like to shave when you're half asleep, you might want to, be a little bit more careful about that. Didn't have nearly as much problem with stuff getting caught between the razor blades on this one, even though the head on this thing, like that, does they feel quite a bit bigger than the Mach 3 heads. Excuse me, and again, quite a bit more sturdy as well. Not poor construction, but they do make getting the head of the razor blade into nooks and crannies on your face, like right under your nostrils, when you're doing your mustache. They do make it a little bit cumbersome to do that. Definitely something that you can do, but you'll have to exert a little bit more finesse into doing it. All in all, not disappointed at all with the shave. So a good product, and I think I'll continue using it for the time being. Way more convenient than having to run out and get razor blades. My nephew switched out to the Humble Twin, and which is just a 2-blade system, and seems relatively happy with that, so for what that's worth. The other thing that I got was this Dr. Carver's Shave Butter. And again, thanks to my nephew, he had several bottles of this up in his cabinet and let me use some on my face and my head just to see how it worked. And, it's an all-natural something with herbs and spices and the Colonel's original recipe in it to make it smell good. And it goes on clear, so you can actually see where you've shaved, which is sort of novel. I don't typically use, and I know this is going to make a lot of people hurt because it's so bad for your skin, and I really don't care because I'm an ogre. I don't typically use shaving creams or gels or soap or anything like that. I get my face wet with a little bit of warm water and I go after it with a naked steel. And, that works for me on my face. My head is big enough when I use a razor for it that I do have to put some kind of lubricant on it to keep it moist. Otherwise, I just have to keep putting water on it over and over and over again. Then that washes all the oils off my head and makes things a little bit dry and a little bit more prone to the blade skipping. And that's bad because when you cut yourself, especially on your head, you bleed forever. You really, really do. So I went ahead and gave that a try, and I've used shaving creams and gels and stuff like that in the past, and really most of the time, especially if you're not used to them, putting a shaving cream or gel or anything like that on your face is a ticket to a slit throat. It really, really is. You see all these shaving commercials with people just piling, marshmallow depth amounts of shaving cream on their face, and it's just, you're not trying to meringue a pie, you're just trying to put a little bit of lubricant on your face, and it really, really is. It's just a first class ticket to slitting your throat open. So I was a little leery of this, but again, my nephew swore by it, and neither of us are prone to getting up on our soapboxes and stumping for products unless they're absolutely through the roof. So I figured I'd give it a shot. You're supposed to put it on your skin, wait for about 15 seconds for it to soak in, and then shave as you would normally. I can honestly say that, first and foremost, I didn't slit my throat when I was using this stuff. It smells fantastic, and it's not cloying at all. The scent is very close range, so you're not going to be able to, gross anybody in an elevator out. And I was extraordinarily happy with the results. I won't lie that it worked really, really well, and I grow a pretty fierce beard. And I really was quite happy with the results. I used it on my head a little bit later, and I suppose I should probably preface what I'm about to say next. My statement was going to be something along the lines of, it wasn't any worse than it normally is. But understand that 9 times out of 10, when I shave my head, I am in the shower doing it with steam and hot water, and I usually will put with some kind of conditioner, which, incidentally, if you're looking for a fantastic way to shave anything, that is it. Do it in the shower, cover your face with a little bit of conditioner and just a small layer of it, and that's just a fantastic way to shave, especially if you're shaving your head. True fact. Normally I shave my head in the shower, and there's just no better way to get a good clean shave than to make sure the skin is warm, make sure the skin is steamed, and to keep it that way while you're shaving it. I don't shave under direct water. I'll just make sure that my skin just stays warm in the shower, and because of that, I usually get an outstandingly close shave on my head. I will absolutely say that I was able to replicate those results with that shave butter on dry land, just shaving in my sink, which I was impressed by. Freaking screensaver. One of these days I'm going to get wise and actually increase the duration of that thing to 20 minutes or so. The problem is I like my screensaver. It's very pretty. I need to find some way to have it not kick off if I'm actively video recording or something. Anyway, not unimpressed in any way, shape, or form by the shave butter. The bottle is, I don't know, what is this? 6 ounces or so, something like that. I have to use it. You're supposed to put a $50, 50-cent piece-sized dollop onto your hand whenever you shave your face, and of course I have to use quite a bit more for my head because my head is huge. But the bottle's got a lot of stuff inside of it. It's not one of those things where they send you a crappy bottle that's halfway full of air. It's not like a potato chip bag, for instance. Not unhappy with that at all. I mean, legitimately, I felt like I got a decent shave out of it. Can't necessarily recommend. They also have some aftershave lotion that you can put on your head to keep your skin soft, or you can put on your whatever you're shaving to keep your skin soft. Can't necessarily recommend that, especially for my head. It's not too bad for the face, but it leaves my head super duper oily. So can't recommend that at all. I actually ended up having to go in and washcloth off the top of my head the next morning, even just after sleeping and not working up any kind of a sweat, because I felt like I was super duper oily on my head and my face. So can't necessarily get behind that, but the shave butter is a fantastic product, and the razors do exactly what a razor blade is supposed to do, and because you get so many of them at a decent price and they deliver them to your doorstep, you really don't have any kind of an excuse to use a dull razor, which is also just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that's Dollar Shave Club. But Steve, you cry, why didn't you blur the address on your shipping labels out so that people don't know where you live? Well, if you want it badly enough, feel free to come over and visit me. Just understand that uninvited guests are frequently treated to images of me without my pants on. Actually, even invited guests are frequently treated to images of me without my pants on, so, you know, you take your life into your own hands at that point.